audio test. So is it good? I hope the audio is fine. So hello everyone. Today we do some cooking. Hope the audio is good. Please tell me if the music is too loud. Or if the in-game sound is too loud or whatever. Okay, so let's make a condition spear build for Herald. Just want to test it. I don't think it's really good, but let's try it. I feel like spear doesn't have the defense I would like to have on a weapon for PvP, but of course we will test it. Yeah, I think they completely nerfed the resistance healing trait, so it's not as good as it used to be. So, and we need a lot of damage, so I think we will go for as much condition damage as we can. Even though we will probably lose quite a lot of sustain from that. So I think we use this. Set up the mace shield for some sustain and some melee damage, and then the spear has some range component to it, and a little bit of mobility with the 3 here, but not particularly good. And some CC here, but also not that amazing. And you completely miss any... You have an evade for half a second here, but you don't have any blocks, any condition removes. And this does damage. Yeah, it's okay, but it's not amazing, so don't expect me to survive a lot, especially against these good players, Lisa, Kidu. It's going to be a tough one, for sure, but I will try my best. And if you have any comments, please let me know.
Yeah. The match starts soon.
So I decided to run leadership here because my condition cleanse is only the
Hold
F2
on to your points. Seize theirs.
and some shield skills, but
An enemy ship is
let's
pulling
say
into the harbor.
it's
the
rather
Capricorn.
lackluster, especially against Condi specs. It's not good here. They don't have that much Condi, but
The bazaar is yours.
It has been too long. Allow me to act.
we actually got one kill. It's impressive. So Warrior Spear is really good, so I don't expect to win versus Warrior Spears. Core Warrior is not a meme anymore. Yesterday in the monthly AT we had the French team performing quite well with Warrior, Core Warrior. So I die here on point, of course, to, let's say, they can't let me bleed here. I mean, we are in our map position is bad now because we get decapped close and we have a losing matchup at the middle point.
It has been too long. Allow me to act.
I will not run mid because there are at least 2 people. And our team completely lost everything. So I will reinforce our close now.
Your enemy took the archway.
So I will focus on the Holosmith for here for now, because it's the more squishy target for sure. And also the more damaging target.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. You've lost the dock.
I think we will get him here because I have a lot of Condis going.
The bazaar is yours. Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. Your enemy took the archway.
I will just press W on him. Actually on her. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I mean, I played it really bad there, but I also had no business being there against 3 people. I mean, we don't have a support, which is an issue because my build is heavily reliant on a support and it's really bad. So spear is not good. I should probably play staff.
Fire all cannons.
Just wanted to test it, and it seems like it's not a PvP weapon at all. It looks really cool, I have to give it that.
The pains of this world
Maybe
are
I could even win this, because Vindicator doesn't have that many condition removals. We'll see. It's actually interesting how close this match is for how bad I'm playing and how good of some of the enemy players are. I think we can kill this one.
Your enemy took the archway.
Our moment has finally come.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Hopefully our Mirage kills this. Yeah, very good. But he dies afterwards, that's a problem. It's Stomp. Bind him
The
to
bazaar
get the
is
rally.
yours.
Let's do as many conditions as we
Cannons
can.
loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
Fucked up. Wanted to get my healing skill off here in the last second,
Blue team ring the bell.
but
Fire all
didn't
cannons.
matter in the end. Could go for a self-res here,
Your
because
enemy
my...
took the
Oh
archway.
no, never mind. It's really close there. We got the bell, so we have a, let's say, win condition after all. So I will now go close to make sure that our... I mean, our Neko is actually winning. It's interesting. And I don't go close. I will focus on going in the mid fights for now. That was a good pull. I mean, that didn't do anything after that, but pulled 3 people there.
Your enemy took the archway.
Protected. Losing authority.
Hopefully we get the kill, but probably not. We get the kill, okay, but I will probably die after that. Okay, never mind. Maybe not.
Target identified.
I mean, I have so much damage, and I have I have 2 dodges and my dodge on the 3 skill, and 1 block. So I'm really squishy. I mean, my damage is okay actually when I can connect, but I'm melee, so I always have to be in their face. And I'm applying condition pressure, and they all are power damage, so they should kill me faster. That's the problem.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. Your enemy took the archway. You've lost the dock.
I should not kill her yet, because she will rally from our...
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
So if we get the bell, we have a chance at winning. If we lose the bell, we are for sure losing the game. But if I leave here, my teammate will die. It's actually really good. We can now let him bleed, her bleed, and kept the point. And maybe we can then go to the midpoint.
You've taken the archway.
Just make sure that she bleeds here completely. Okay, we're good. Holy shit, actually really good burst from our druid there. Maybe winnable. It's good at this
Blue
point.
team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
So I will contest mid here. I think that's a good choice. I will win against the core warrior. Interesting, they all go far now, which is a interesting choice here. So we will have to fight here. We could lose the whole map, of course, but
Protected.
Target identified.
actually
Be ready to give the signal
Contest
and
here.
return fire once the cannons are loaded. The dock's been captured.
crazy. We actually won the game. I mean,
Your team is victorious.
so it was after all it was quite a lot of damage then. I played that not really well in most cases, but you could see the potential of some spear skills at least. I think there's missing some defense here and there for sure. So I think I will go one game for warrior spear. See how it is. It's oh, let's say I know how it is. It's really good. Let's see how well I can perform with it. If you have any questions or comments, feedback, I'm always appreciated. I will always give you some opinion, some answers, whatever you prefer. Yeah. So the warrior spear is good because it has really a high amount of, let's say, sustain. You have your burst skill that not only is an evade, but also does quite a lot of damage, even if you play some defensive traits and amulets. And you have your 5 skill, which is not only unblockable, reflects, knockback, launches, and is an evade on a 20-second cooldown. So you can... the skill is really good. And if you get even 6 seconds recharge time reduction when you evade and attack with this. So it's only 14 seconds in most cases then. Yeah. So warrior spear is really good. It has a lot of ranged attacks that actually deal quite a lot of damage. If you can hit all of this, or if you continuously hit your F1s and your auto attacks, it ramps up your damage. Yeah. And the cool thing here is a lot of your skills you can even place while running away. So you have a high amount of kiting potential. Yeah, so Warrior Spear is really fun to use. I think it's for sure over-tuned at the moment. And I also think there are a lot of variants you could play. So you could play Heretic Amulet for a little bit more healing power, less, let's say, defense, or let's say less damage. You could play Berserker, of course, and Relic of Rivers is actually quite fun to use. Some defense and a lot of skill recharge rate because you dodge so much. But you could also play various different relics. For example, what's really strong in the not staff setup, but in the other one. So when you not play staff, but you play dagger shield, for example, or even hammer if you feel like it, you would for sure run the Relic of the Midnight King. Where is it? This one. Because it gives you might and of course fury when you interrupt someone or disable someone. Yeah, which is really good. So you have fury uptime and your damage is way higher then. In general, that's the build, defense build. Discipline for more, let's say, faster weapon swaps and of course much more adrenaline generation. And then you play Spellbreaker for a lot more, let's say, defense and some really nasty emobs and boon corruption or boon removal. You don't have that many interrupts on this build. Let's test the staff build, and if we feel like it's not working, we will swap to a different one. For example, we could use let's use, say, dagger shield, and let's use dagger shield then. Interesting. If we use dagger shield, for example, we would probably run the Midnight Relic for more damage. And also run Berserker. Now you are more like a typical side node or bruiser build. If you run the Heretic one with the Dodge and Staff Relic, it's more like you play a bunker build, which is fine if you don't have another bunker. If you have too many bunkers in a team, yes, you are hard to kill, but you won't get anything done, you don't have any damage. So at this point I would say 2 Condi classes against 2 Condi Reaper and the damage dealing Mirage for sure. So in this setup we have one Virtuoso. I'm pretty sure he plays, they play bunker here. I'm not sure if we have some damage. I think I should go the defensive variant here. Just to make sure that I survive against the Condi pressure these 3 and possibly even the condition Mirage apply to me. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
The match starts soon.
Okay, I will try my best. Warrior Spear is really good. Let's see if it can carry me here. They only have 1 warrior, so it's a fair match. 1 warrior against 1 warrior. Okay, everyone goes far, I guess. Interesting opener then. is my... Okay, I guess.
You've seized the henge. Your enemy took the mine.
Good choice from my virtuoso to not let me go, but now...
The keep is yours.
Interesting.
Svanir's return.
My adrenaline is rising. Shake it off. Fast as the wind. Poisoned.
You've seized the henge.
Shake it off. Protected. My adrenaline is rising.
Interesting, and really interesting. So now I die, okay. It was actually impressive how long I stood on the point. Should have kited earlier, but I did not know my limits, and now I know the limits. It's actually insane how long you can survive. You can chain your blocks, evades, recharges so long. It's crazy. I think they will go close here. Very interesting. No one has gone close now. I think the Nico is coming. It's interesting. Really interesting. Okay, never mind. I think we...
The keep is yours. Your enemy took the mine.
Very unlucky. Very unlucky. Actually, was thinking about dodging it, but it was in the last seconds of my block, so really unlucky there. Yeah, I misplayed that for sure, but my team salvages it quite good. I mean, it's actually a fast way to get to close then and contest here, but still a big misplay on my part here. I should never greet, I guess. He won't hold.
Took the henge.
It was actually impressive how...
The chieftain has returned.
I played it actually really well, really bad. He played it quite well.
Glory rising. Fast as the wind.
Actually, I was not sure if my player would arrest me here in time, so that's why I rampaged. I'm not sure if it was the right decision, because if I die before him, the enemy player, I will rally him and my player will for sure lose the 1-on-1. So this decision here would be to gamble or to trade it in a 1-on-1. I played it really, really bad, to be honest. I have definitely to improve on my skills as a side noder.
The keep's been lost. You've taken the mine.
If I leave here, I get decapped from this guy.
Svanir's return.
Glory rising.
They took the henge.
Fast as the wind. Protected.
The keep's been lost.
Short.
You've seized the henge.
Adrenaline.
Always try to CC lock the Nico, because he has no chance to get out of it after he used his first.
The keep is yours.
Fast as the wind. Not on my watch. Protected. Come here. Glory rising. Shake it off.
Your
I mean, we
team
won.
is victorious.
Good, after all. But still, my 1-on-1 skills have to improve for sure. If you have any comments here, please always be sure to stick around and give the comments to me. I'm always up for that. Yeah. So if you want to see a guide about the build, please also let me know. I think this build is really strong, and even if it gets nerfed, to some extent I expect that spear will get some nerf in the future, in the near future to be honest. I think it will still be a really good option, and if you want to see a build guide, a complete one, you let me know here in the comments or in the chat and I can make one. I think it's a really fun build to play, especially if you like to side node. I would say it's not that much of a team fighter, so you have to know what matchups you can take. I mean, at this point Spear is so broken, you can take almost any side node matchups, but if it gets nerfed, you should know which matchups are playing out how. Because you see, if I take the Mirage one matchup and I don't really play it at all against the power Spear Mirage, I can get fucked quite hard. So it's crazy how much damage he did in one. They did in one hit. So you have to be really careful there and know your limits. You saw in the last game in the mid fight, it was actually quite impressive how long I could sustain against a Condi build, and even after the Mirage joined, I sustained quite long, just chaining my blocks, my evades from the dodge or from F1 and F5 of spear, and also resetting my F1 with full counter, so that I get a really high amount of, evade frames one after the other. And in combined with the relic choice, when I dodge, I will get alacrity, so my skills recharge even faster, which means I can do that even more than before. Yeah, so I really enjoy Spear. Especially now that I can use my really cool Shark Spear. On land at least. So the other variant, like I said, would be probably with Midnight King, Berserker Amulet, Spear, Dagger Shield, or you could also run Hammer actually, for even more CC. And the traits would mostly stay the same. In a really condition heavy setup, you could consider taking Revenge Counter, so that you apply a little bit more pressure and let's say less prone to die to conditions. So weakness is really strong against you. Blinds, of course. So resistance really helps you with that. But if you dodge, you will get resistance from this trait. So you have some resistance uptime, but this one improves it even more. 4 seconds of resistance after each full counter. You have full counter in a, let's say, 8-second cooldown. So you have half of the uptime from this trait alone. And with the dodge trait, you have a really high uptime of resistance. Yeah. So if you want to know more about me, I'm a Guild Wars player for quite some time. I played over a decade now. Played a lot of PvP, like you can see on my rank. I'm not a high-end PvP player. I did not win a monthly or something, but I'm consistently in the top 100 in the leaderboard. So I'm good enough to make build videos and also hopefully entertain you. But it's not my only game mode I play all game modes. So I'm a PvX player. I play World vs. World, and of course I play some PvE, at least if there are some new incentives to go there. and my main goal is to enjoy the game because I really like the combat, but I'm kind of a completionist, so I really enjoy getting all the skins and all the stuff I could get. That's why PvP is like my fun thing. I play a lot of PvP and have fun in it, at least I try to. And my, let's say, goals are mostly in PvE then. So if you have any questions about anything regarding Guild Wars 2, I'm always open to do that, to answer. But also, if you want to give me some feedback or even gameplay related stuff, if you want to backseat, I'm always open for that actually, because I want to improve in any game, let's say even in Guild Wars 2, in any, let's say, PvE, PvP condition. I want to improve, and please let me know if you have anything, any comment, how you thought it would be wise to change. So I feel like we have a really bad comp, really bad comp. To be honest, I don't want to doom here to make any, let's say, yeah, I think this match it's a tough one. We have a Mechanist, and I observed that when I have a Mechanist in my team, it's always going to be a really tough one, because those people are not really good at PvP for the most part.
The match starts soon.
And we have a Core Thief, a Virtuoso, and a GH, so we have almost no sustain except from me. And the enemy team has also some weird classes for the current meta, but it's by far not that
Hold on to your points.
weird as we have. So please tell me that the thief is not going far. Okay, he is. I don't get it. What the fuck? I got one shot? But one-shotted me here. I don't even know. I mean, where did my thief go? Okay, so I don't even know. I played it really bad, of course, but I did not expect the Willbender around the corner and that the Mirage instantly turned on me. I did not expect that.
There. Target identified. Seriously. Mirror from the sky.
Should have gone far here, but okay.
Not enough endurance.
Shake it off. Protected. Stand and fight. I'm ready. Are you?
Enemy captured the clock tower.
Adrenaline surging. My adrenaline is rising.
Okay.
Attack my target.
I am mighty.
Try to catch the Willbender here. Okay, we actually got him. Really good.
Attack my target. Clock tower
Good, we got him as
captured.
well. Very nice.
Windmill captured.
Fast as the wind.
Got him. Okay, interesting. So much damage, it's insane.
Mansion captured.
Shake it off. Protected.
Enemy captured the windmill.
Attack my target.
Okay, let's try to kite here for a bit. 3 people here. I think I should have...
I don't have enough energy.
Okay, insane damage here. I will get the decap here, I guess. No, not. Crazy. Very strong. Yeah, I mean, you see the potential of Warrior. I mean, the enemy team has very squishy classes. They deal a lot of damage to me, yeah, sure. But also, I deal a lot of damage to them, and if I don't die in, let's say, a quarter second, I can resustain and chain my evades and stuff, so that I'm almost instantly back at full health.
Enemy captured the mansion.
Okay, so now they decided to ignore me, which is, I think, the right decision from them. But I feel like if I go... Okay.
My adrenaline is rising.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
I mean, it's the Infinite 101, I think.
Not now, not ever. Mansion captured.
So I tried to line up my burst here with the thief of mine, because if I can burst at the same time as my thief, it's very likely that I... Oh, he interrupted my full counter. Crazy. Yeah, it's like always, Mesmer was always really strong against Warrior, because Mesmer is the interrupt class, the instant cast interrupt, so you could see he lucky interrupted my full counter, so I did not get my evade and my sustain off. And
Clock tower captured.
the killer, the Mesmer killer was the thief. So there's some inherent, yeah, counterplay against every class. But I feel like this Mesmer is quite okay. But if he doesn't have his combo, I can also just kill him.
Attention, capture.
I played it again, not that good. But like I said, I'm not a warrior main, and I have to improve here. Still, you can see the potential, it's insane. And I actually think I won my first match this year with a mechanist. It's actually insane. I never thought I would see the day.
Your team is victorious.
Crazy. We even made it to Platinum too. Really good. Yeah. Against condition heavy comms you can also do this and try to get more dodges for more alacrity, and you can, if you need it, you can press this instant cast condition removal, and it's a really strong one. But you will lose, first of all you will lose your, if you exchange this, you will lose some kill pressure because you don't have to interrupt and you don't have the evade, and most importantly you don't have the long range dash, which really helps you with your mobility. So I think in this match, for example, it was the right choice to go the defensive one, so that I could bunker like I did at some points in the match. If I would really go into 101s, like at the end of it, where I've tried to 101 the warrior, and I would not have the point, it would be neutral, or it would be, you know, even his their point. So I think there it's probably more reasonable to go the dagger build, because then you have more kill pressure, you can line up more your CC, and I feel like if you get outnumbered with this build, you have some 1v2 potential. With the staff build, you probably don't. I mean, spear is overtuned, maybe you have some possibility if you line up your spear skills, but in general I would say the other one is a bunker. It's a pure bunker, and this one is more like a typical side note bruiser. Let's see how it goes. If the match making decides to let me play this one. Now you see, your healing power scaling is actually, your healing scale doesn't matter at all, because all incoming attacks heal you, so it doesn't matter. And this trait gives you a lot of healing, but it's only 600 more healing when you swap to the healing power amulet, and everything else actually does not scale on your healing power at all. The only thing that really scales on your healing power is, first of all, your regeneration from your relic, if you take that one. And of course your staff skills, if you play the staff variant. Because the staff skills, this one heals you, this one heals per block, and of course the big one is the healing of the burst skill. So I feel like that's the first match where I probably should not play warrior. I'm not sure. They also have 2 warriors. I mean, we have some damage, so I will try warrior in here for now. But this is a match where I definitely play the bunker build, because we have 3 damage dealing classes. So I would normally play here support, because it's really strong in our comp. We don't have a support. But I want to test spears, and warrior spears by far the strongest for now. So I want to try this one here.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
So some time ago they revamped the map mechanic a bit, and also
You've secured the pier.
so here I wanted to get the 101 here, because if I don't get the 101, I'm a little bit in a weird position, because my team is not capping the middle node. Here I want to bait him a bit.
Protected. So close. Shit, I'm ready. Are you? You've taken the market.
Okay, we got all of the... Now we probably focus on the Nick probably. It's a good one. I mean, he plays somewhat good, so...
The plaza is lost. I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend
But it's a really
for my
tough
favor.
matchup for him here. He will now probably try to cast the... I will now try to force the decap. Yeah, I will get it. Because if I had not pressured him here, I think I will probably
My arena awaits.
would probably
Prove
have
your worth and gain my favor.
a contest here, and now I'm in the position that I get the cap, and maybe someone of the enemy players pushes into me, but most probably they just ignore me here,
The
and I get the
plaza
cap
is
from my team.
yours.
So my guardian died here, which is a little bit sad, so
You've yielded the
I tried to
pier.
get the res by applying some counter pressure.
You've lost the market.
Okay, we got him.
Stand and fight.
So I think I have to peel a bit for my teammate here. Okay, we got him as well. So now we can let them bleed. It's a good position. We have to be careful because the guardian can, with the signet, with this symbol, maybe even rest the other one. But yeah, in a really good position here. So we have 2 people on respawn. I'm at their close, so one of them
You've
should push
taken
into
the
me.
market.
Maybe if they decide to do that, even both. So I will try to contest it as long as I can, and also
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
Fast as the
so now I will get the dodge.
so close.
sad, I actually did not get him.
You've secured the pier.
I have to be careful, I'm not sure how... I did not look at the map state actually. I'm not sure if... Okay, the Nico was on respawn, was a good decision today.
And gain my favor. You've taken the market.
My adrenaline is rising.
The plaza is lost.
I am more endurance.
The red team rises in my estimation.
Adrenaline surging.
Shake it off.
Fast.
Protected.
Try. More endurance.
Let's knock him off point. So we can get the decap and let him bleed. Very strong team fight here. Meanwhile my team even got the rest of the map. Really strong. So we're in a good position here.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
Really good.
You've yielded the pier.
So as always, if you have any questions, feedback, please always let me know. Just to sum it up, after playing some games, Warrior Spear is really strong, just like it seemed. And it doesn't really matter which build you pick.
My arena awaits. Prove
It's
your
always
worth and gain my
a really
favor.
strong pick. You can play Bunker, you can play a little bit more aggressive with Berserker Amulet and Hammer or Dagger Shield. And I feel like my team is getting greedy quite a lot. They should not push directly in front of their spawn.
Building adrenaline. Get back here. Sharper still. Not enough endurance. Building adrenaline.
I mean, it's really strong. You could see it's the normal CC chain of a warrior, but you also have a lot of evade frames. I mean, this player was not particularly good, but still you could see the potential of why warrior is really strong.
I am readying my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor. Your team is victorious.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. So I actually really like Spear. I mean, it's overtuned, yes, but even if it's not, I think the kit is so good for PvP. You have auto attack, which is ranged, but also has some cleaved component to it. So if there's a target down, you can cleave the target and the possible resurrectors. You have a quite nice damage, long-range attack, which you can also cast while running away. You have a really smooth interrupt and emob, which is really, really strong, as you can also cast this one after when you run away. Really good. You have the, let's say, main damage from this kit comes from the 4, which is, let's say, somewhat like the 4 of Focus from Guardian. It's a single target, just mark, and then a lot of spears rain down on the target, which deal a lot of damage. And tracks the target, so it's like the new Dragon's Tooth of LA. And you have a really high damage potential skill. If you line it up with your CC skills, it's guaranteed to hit really hard, especially against squishy targets. And as I said, all of them are ranged so far. And the last skill, that's the, let's say, the really good one. It is a knockback, it is a evade and unblockable reflect. It's really strong. So you can use that as a defensive skill, you can use it as an interrupt. And if you evade an attack with it, you even get a 6-second refund as well. So you only have 14 seconds of cooldown. So it's really, really good. And then you have your F1, if your burst, which lets you evade and throw a spear at your target. It's 900 range as well. And the cool thing here is it's an evade frame, but also a blast finisher. And if you combo it with your F2, so you press your F1, you evade, you have enough adrenaline for your F2 as well. So you get then your block and evade after that. And it resets your F1. So you can cast the F1 to evade, you can do the F2 to block and evade, and then you have to reset it F2 again, so you have another evade. So you have 3 evades in a row without having to dodge once. It's really strong. And you deal some damage, because this damage is actually quite high if you can hit it. If you now combine it with the healing of the staff build, of the 2, 3, and especially the F1, and make use of the new relic, the Relic of Rivers, you have a really, really bunkery build, because you have healing and you have alacrity on dodge, so your skills that evade and heal you have less cooldowns, and you can do them faster, so you are chaining them even more than before. And if you use Defiance Stance to go full bunker, you then, if you have a panic, it's like a panic button, so if you feel like you are pressured way too much, you then just use the skill and you heal. In most cases you are you're completely healed. And then you have your typical skills. You could just equip some stun breaks and condition removes and stability, but also you have your dash and your knockdown. And if you feel like it, you can also go rampage to either disengage or win the 1-on-1, or just do damage to people if they outnumber you. It's a really strong combination. So that's the bunker setup. It uses Heretic Amulet for more staff healing, but you could swap that to an classical Berserker setup. But then I would also swap to a different weapon set, because staff is not... No, it's the bunker variant, but if you want to go more aggressive, which you probably want if you take the Berserker Amulet, I would also swap to Dagger Shield. For you have a block as well, just like the staff, but you have more damage potential, more CC potential. You have 3 more CC skills in contrast to the one of the staff. And you also have the, let's say, a little bit more boon rip, which is quite nice. in some matchups. You don't need it all the time. So let's check what we play here. This map has potentially 5 points because you get the stillness and the tranquility buff, which give you more, let's say, contested nodes. And that's why I feel like with this setup we have again 3 damage dealers and another warrior. Let's stick with the staff build for now. I want to test the other one out as well, but now I'm slowly getting used to playing staff, so don't switch it up if you don't need to.
The match starts soon. Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Fury rising. Train fire on my target.
So here I decided to not push far because I saw my warrior going there, but it seems like he doesn't want to. Interesting.
Your enemy seized the altar.
Okay, double dodge, interesting choice. And evade, okay. Yeah, typical Virtuoso. Has so many invulns, blocks, dodges, that's not even funny at this point.
You've got the tempo. You control the gate.
Another.
Okay, now I think we have it. That's insane. It's actually almost as many blocks and evades as I have. If he comes down, I will.
Protected.
Okay. I will go and rampage here, just to make sure that I maybe get the res. No.
Your enemy seized the altar.
Another. Protected. Feel the fury rising. My adrenaline is rising. Adrenaline surging. My adrenaline is rising.
Your enemy has the gate.
Okay, here I disengaged just because you saw my value in the mid-fight was almost non-existent. I hope my Elementalist gets the DH, but I think it's a stale. They decided to leave each other alone.
Train fire on my target.
You've captured the altar.
Okay, maybe not. I'm not sure. I tried to get him in combat, but okay. I think here I will just go mid. I don't know, my warrior is losing close. So I will defend it here.
Stillness has appeared. Your enemy has the temple now.
Sharp blade, sharp mind. My adrenaline is rising. I am mighty.
Here I try to troll them as long as I can.
Protect. Shake it off.
You control the gate. Your enemy sees the altar.
Okay, I got this one. I will now try to get this one as well. Why is my elementalist not decapping? Okay. Interesting choice. I thought he was pressured, so he will decap and disengage, but doesn't want. They don't want to do that. I'm fine with that as well, but yeah, interesting. So now I probably stay here because they have a
You've captured
respawn.
the altar.
But let's see where they go. Might be that they decide against going in the 1-on-1. So 1 minute and we will
You've
get
got
the
the temple.
buffs. Not we, but they will spawn. So let's see if we can take advantage of going for 5 points. Okay, so we have a warrior here. All of them are mid, so I guess we go mid as well.
My adrenaline is rising.
Good interrupt there.
You control the gate.
My adrenaline, shake it off.
Counterattack.
So close. Feel real.
Tranquility has appeared.
Good, I got my heal off. Now I try to CC chain him.
My adrenaline is rising.
Get back here.
So I guess we have a 5-node situation now. Our guardian is somewhat happy down at the bottom buff. So I think we can play this. Okay, this one is dead. I think I will rampage here to try to contest this. I mean, I guess they decided to
Your
just
enemy
not
sees
go
the altar.
for the
I don't have enough future.
interesting. Really interesting. So I will now just go for a decap. Because he won't be able to hold it for sure.
Bring this one down.
So he should now go in the how is it called, this elite, and I will get the decap.
Protected. Now,
Now he wants to create for the cap. I think I have to leave now. It was actually a misplay there. I should either have stayed on point or completely disengaged. Not some half stuff. But the warrior made the rotation to me. So this was the situation where it's definitely better to have more damage so I could kill him. Because he was free casting all the time. Yes, I bunkered. And I would probably got the decap at some point, but it was not worth it all. I wasted, let's say, a minute ticking points on this. I thought I would actually get the decap faster. But I'm still learning the build, yeah. So this one... It's good. Very good. I actually got the hold here.
Shake it off.
The enemy has all 3 points. Get them back!
So close now, not ever. Stand and fight.
You've got the temple!
Your actions are foolish. Protected.
I will try to go for the decap or for some support on my...
Shake it off.
Not enough endurance.
Bring this one down.
Moving adrenaline.
Oh, the CC chain from 2 warriors is too much for me. Shouldn't have stayed on point, of course.
Assistance, please.
So it's actually quite an intense match. Really close. I think I made quite a lot of bad decisions here. So I think I should try to contest the decap here.
Your enemy has the temple now!
We got the decap, very nice. But we lost our player. That's not nice.
Right. Another. Depression. Protected.
Very nice.
Trade fire on my
Tranquility has appeared.
shake it
The
off.
rampage was good, so I could not
Sharp blades.
contest the point, the res.
Fast as the wind.
I'm ready.
Adrenaline surging. Fast as the wind.
Sharp and still.
The enemy has all 3 points.
Again.
Get them back!
Still standing.
I think I have in here. Very good.
You've got the temple!
So I guess we win from this point. Because we have the...
Shake it off.
My adrenaline is rising.
Your team is victorious.
Yeah, very good actually. Never thought this was getting so close. Really good comeback here. Yeah, so you can see it's a fun build. I misplayed quite a lot, but you can see how much presence you have in your fight, even if it's a team fight. You have so many evades and stuff that they think they have you. You evade and get your spear skills off, and you might even get your Defiant stance off, and it's for sure a full reset. So never think the warrior is dead until he is really dead. It's a really strong bunker build for sure. I think the switches are for sure open. You can do a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I like to run Doom just because if I'm in a 101 I can also apply some poison. It's probably not worth it for most situations, but the reasoning... Normally I would take Cleansing Energy, as for most builds it's a really strong choice. The defense it provides, it's really good. But Warrior has, because of this trait, fast hands, 5 seconds weapon swap, not 9. So if you swap on cooldown, which you most likely do to some extent, you will not proc them. You will proc them only after 9 seconds because the cooldown is has 9 seconds internal cooldown. So it's better to have sigils proc every time you swap. So that's why I go for Doom and Intelligence here. I think they are completely open. You could do anything you like, but I feel like Intelligence to guarantee some heavy hits with your F1 or something, to guarantee crit, is worth it. And Doom to just make sure that you get some healing reduction of the enemy. If it's a warrior, it will cleanse a lot, but maybe you take a little bit of points out of that. I think I swapped to battle. I mean, I talked myself out of Intelligence actually, because I feel like Intelligence is worth on heavy hitting skills. But Spear, this one hits more times than one, and it's your main damage skill. And I'm not sure if it's really necessary or really good, so battle gives you a little bit more might and therefore a little bit more damage for after that. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me know in the chat if you have any build suggestions I should try out. I'm always open for that. Yeah. It's a really fun build. So until we wait for the cube, we can go for a little bit of my spear rankings. So I think let's just go for the let's say core classes for now, because everyone got the spear. So I think the warrior spear is for sure S tier. Yeah, you saw it in the matches. It's the evade, the dodges, the even CC and damage. It's a really strong kit, and it's overtuned for sure. So play it while you can. Be sure about this. So I'm talking about PvP, of course. Yeah. So I think the Mesmer spear is actually underrated. I tested it. Damage is there. It's fun to use. I think they could tune it a little bit more to make it a little bit more reliable. And the clarity mechanic is hard to make use out of PvP at some points. Sometimes it doesn't line up at all. But I think it's a fun spear. I think it's probably A or B here. I think you should probably put it in B tier for now. The damage is there. I think the sustain and the connection is not there. Sometimes you don't connect with your 4 or 5 skill at all. But it's really fun. Maybe we change it later. So I think the Elementalist spear for PvP, for competitive or let's say structured PvP, I think is undertuned. Or at least the kit is not perfect. So I think it's for now it's D tier. It's my first impression, by the way. So it's not. I have not tested it for weeks. Yeah, but it looks like it's not there yet. So I will my recommendation here would be probably to just the defense it provides for how many skills you drop. You drop your focus defense, you drop your mobility with daggers. You have range, yes, but to be honest, slow ranged attacks is not what is good in PvP, at least at the current meta. And yeah, that's why I think it's not that good. Same as with Thief, actually. I think Thief is a really cool idea, combos and stuff. I think it's really good in PvE. But I think the condition element of it makes it really hard to use in PvP right now, because most Thief builds are focused on direct damage and power damage. So I feel like it's for sure has to be tested more, but I think it's not that great in PvP. But like I said, I tested most of the spears, but it's not the final result. It's more like the impressions I got from testing in PvP. So I feel like the Guardian Spear is quite good. I would put it in A. I think Guardian has really good weapons. So you could really Willbender with Hammer, like you saw in the monthly AT yesterday. But you could also equip Spear. Spear is a really good one. I think in World vs. World it's even better. But in PvP it's a good all-round kit. You have damage, you have a lot of... Yes, it's a really good spear. It's nice. I think it feels good. I think that's how spears should be, I think. I think the warrior spear is overtuned and should be more like the guardian spear. That's my current opinion. So after testing the Revenant spear, it's a condition weapon. It has 1 evade. And I feel like it's, for PvP at least, it's really lackluster. You have range damage that is not even that high, and it's condition. So you have to play it with something like, hey, alright. Currently doing some spear tier list for PvP until we wait for the match to begin. So I tested the Revenant spear here, and I think it's not good. I think it needs a lot of work. I think the defense, yes, so the heal chrono is working, and I think it's still the best in its role for sure. You can even use spear with it now. So you play rival spear because it has great mobility. It has less defense than sword shield or sword torch, but it's a really good build still, and I think it's really fun to use the spear. I mean, but Chrono in general is the healing Chrono build is really strong. I think I would play it if I really try hard in ranked, but most of the cases it feels so bad to support players that don't make value of your support. So that's why I now try some cooking with some more offensive or at least some really fun classes. Yeah, I mean, for sure, heal Chrono is really nice if you have a duo queue partner. At least if your duo queue partner plays something that makes use out of that. So for example, if I play side node and you play heal Chrono, it's probably a bad choice because you can not support me in most cases. It's if you want to support me. So I think the best combination would be something like Condition Reaper with heal Chrono if you want to carry the team fights. But if you want to be at more points and say I can support other players as well, even if they are not that good, you would probably split up and would say, okay, let's send a side noder as my duo queue partner far, and I carry the mid fight as a heal Chrono. If that's working for you, sure, go with this route. But I feel like heal Chrono supporting maybe not that good players feels really strange. You know, you think you played really well, but your team still loses because they fucked up. It's not.
Hold on to your points.
It's not feeling great. So Sus is going far. Let's see how well that goes. We have here, of course, a warrior crossing. I think this. Okay, he's playing. So I'm playing the bunker build and the not, and I'm not really good at warrior, so. How did he?
Enemy captured the clock tower. Enemy captured the mansion.
So we have a Revenant Spear with a guy here, so let's see if that works out. Probably not. You see, he instantly dies. Okay, very nice. That's probably a tough match to win. I have to be honest here. Yeah, I mean, that's a match where you condition Vindicator seems like not a good choice, to be honest. I played that not good, but I mean, I was the only one that not died in my team, I think. So
Enemy captured the windmill.
okay, so you play PvP for 1 month. Yeah, I mean, then you have still a lot to learn. Yeah, sure, but I feel like it's a fun road ahead of you, because yes, at first you will probably get some stomps like this one. But you see, it doesn't matter how much PvP you play, you will get stomped at some point. And I feel like you have a lot to learn, and that's, for me at least, that's something fun. Crazy. So yeah, after 5 days of PvP, you are almost gold. That's nice. I feel like a lot of people are in gold, so don't expect to go that fast out of gold as you get into gold, because the main population is in gold.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
And I mean, if I continue playing like that, I might also end up in gold. No, not let's not exaggerate here, but yeah. 5 days PvP, if you enjoy it, that's great. But I feel like PvP is more like a lifestyle in in Guild Wars. So people that are really good in PvP just keep coming back. So there are people that played this game for years and still can't stop playing PvP because it's a fun one. Just like Sus, for example, here. He gets over 1,000 matches every season in ranked. So yeah, I think it's a really fun PvP. I think it lacks a little bit of population,
Captured the windmill.
but it doesn't make the game at least less fun. Crazy CC chain here. Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, and you are in the, let's say, more populated zone, because if you get to platinum, you can see in leaderboards, it's always the same people that are in the top 50 or something, at least at the end of a season. So it's not that populated, sadly. But I mean, I think we should play for fun. So it's more like, if you enjoy it, keep playing it. Don't let the population stop you from playing what you like. At least that's what I do. I mean, the enemy team here is surging really hard. 4 people at our close, and they will probably come to me now. Yes.
Enemy captured the windmill.
It's crazy, they also have a condition vindicator. Are they cooking, or is it the new meta?
I'm ready. Are you? Not enough energy. You won't escape.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
Try me. Shake it off. Fast as the wind.
Now they got me. Yeah, so I think that's, let's say, reachable, the goal to get in plat. But I think it's a. I hope. What are you playing? Are you playing Healing Chrono? I think that's a good choice then. It's a strong build, and not a lot of people play it in ranked, so you have a lot of, let's say, matches where you can carry. Because that's the main thing what you have to keep in mind. If you want to get higher than gold, I would say you have to play something that carries your match. You don't have to be a okayish player, but you have to play something that can carry your match, because you have to expect that all of your gold players are worse than you if you want to get to platinum. And that's why, yeah, you should expect to carry them and not be carried. Yeah, the meta, I mean, it feels like since they removed the different amulets, and almost all people are now playing Berserker to some degree. There are almost always only one-shot builds, because if you only have the offensive amulets, what stats do you expect to give you the defense, you know? Yeah, so let's continue a bit with our final notes or impressions about the spears. So like I said, the Revenant Spear is for me definitely tier 3. It's so weak, it has for me. So your question, I think you can duo. There is no limit in how much difference of the rating you have. So you can play duo with anyone, I think. But the question is if you want to do that, because I think the matchmaking takes into account which ranking the whole duo queue of you are. So it might be that you get way stronger players than you would face normally. So I would recommend to get someone who has the same ambitions as you and is roughly at the same rating. So if you are in silver currently and want to go in gold or want to go more, I think you should try to get someone who's at the same rating as you. But in general, you could also play some duo queue with a platinum player, but you will have to be expected to face other platinum players as well, which could lead to some frustrating gameplay, I have to be honest. Yeah, if it's not a problem, that's nice then, yeah. I think you could do that. But you have to find someone that's willing to play with you, because I think most players in Platinum, yeah, you definitely learn from some stronger players, but you have to find someone that's willing to maybe even lose with you, you know. Crazy, yeah, very good. I feel like if you're really that motivated to get there, I think you will get there very fast, because like I said, the population is really low and you will for sure get platinum very fast then. Okay, but let's just let me finish my spear tier list. So what are we missing? So the ranger spear, I feel like it's a really good one. I think it has some weaknesses. It's not as overtuned as the warrior spear, but I feel like if you use it correctly and the stealth mechanic it has, I think it's really fun to use. If it's really A tier or if it's B tier, I'm not sure. I think it's A tier. I think it's a good one. I feel like this design is really good. It's really fun to use it. Yeah, that's my final impression of it. I think the engineer spear feels not very strong, and I think it has a nice animation and stuff, but it's not that good. So I think it's definitely, you have to improve on it by quite a lot. I feel like it may be even worse than the other ones, to be honest. I feel like it's really, really weak in PvP I'm talking about. So the last one, I think. No, what am I missing? I think I'm missing Necromancer. So Necromancer Spear, I tried it in the last stream. You can check it out on YouTube or in the VODs on Twitch. So the last time I tried it was it's a power heavy build. It has a lot of lifesteal into it. You can use the new relic, which gives you more lifesteal. Okay, sorry, but this we have 2 druids and 1 spellbreaker, so this is not a match to play another side node bunker. So I will go for sure for something like a Conde Reaper here. I know it's not with spear, but it's really fun. Okay, and like I said, the Reaper one, I feel like it's fun to use. It's not that strong. I feel like it doesn't hit hard. It lacks mobility. You have your force skill, and that's the only mobility you have. I played it with Harbinger, so you have a little bit more mobility, but in the end, I think it's not good enough. I feel like this should improve the damage, and it would be worthwhile, maybe. I'm not sure. And yeah, let's see how this match goes. So we have 3 side noders and a thief. It's going to be tough. They will focus on me all the time. So let's see if I can survive.
Your base is under attack! The match starts soon. Your base is under attack!
I think it's a tough match for sure. Because, I mean, if you have no damage other than me and maybe the thief,
Hold on to your points.
the enemy team can
Seize
free
theirs.
cast on me. Because I don't have any peel, and after some, let's say some time, I will die. Even if I try to kite, so let's see how it goes. I have a support guard, so not good. Let's see. I try to go for 3 nodes, which is a good position. But we should
You
focus
lost
on
the
the
waterfall.
necromancer here.
Nothing can save you.
Oh, he said he actually got the healing skill. I tried to interrupt him, but he had a block. And even stability, so we should focus on him still, because he is really pressured.
Nothing can save you.
Okay, the guard is now also pressured, so maybe we should just switch on the ground. I should try to...
You've lost the quarry.
I now used my skill to just... Oh, the chill is killing me. Please... Oh man, it didn't get... Really stupid. I mean... yeah, I mean... should have kited earlier, of course. But then we don't have any damage. Yeah, it's a tough one.
You lost the graveyard.
It's crazy. There were 3 people or 4 people mid, and no one from our team actually got the outer points.
Nothing can save you. Never.
So he will now use the... Yes, perfect, the bubble. And then he doesn't have the healing
You
signal yet,
lost the waterfall.
so I try to
Shield to the foe.
stall it as long as I
You've
can.
captured the quarry.
Even got the corrupt here. It's crazy. I mean, there's no peel, 2 people decap, and I feel like my team just wants me to die. We have 2 druids. One of them could at least heal me a bit, but it doesn't seem like they don't want to. I mean, we got the other points, so I think it's worth for now. I think we should not teamfight then. I'm not sure if that's a wise choice, but let's try to push here.
You've lost the quarry.
Nothing can save you.
You lost the waterfall.
Your zone is mine.
I tried to fake my interrupts here, just that the real interrupt finally lands then. But I feel like it's really tough because our team just runs continuously mid. They have a support, we don't even
The
have any
waterfall
damage.
is yours. You lost the graveyard.
Kill to the bone.
Yeah, so I got the 101 here. I can now try to... I mean, he... Okay, well, that's... Why? What? I don't even get it. 2 people come here to help the... And we don't get the map. What? I'm completely confused here at this point. How did they not get the midpoint when I'm versus 3 people? It's crazy. I mean, they have no kill pressure whatsoever, our team. So I feel like they will now get a kill and go far the enemies, so I try to get a kill on the other side of the map, maybe. Because I don't want to fight the Guardian. You know.
Nothing can save you.
So this one will probably disengage now. I try to interrupt him as much as I can and get some healing reduction on him. So I didn't. I think we have him now. My teammates is actually not understanding that he will lose it after a few
The
minutes.
waterfall is yours.
My outnumber here was to force the cap so that the enemy ranger doesn't get any value from it. Because now my druid can bunker it. Before it was more he had to do something about it.
You've taken the graveyard.
So I try to troll here a bit. Not troll in the sense that I want to get the enemy play. I want to get the attention of the enemy players.
You've lost the quarry.
Nothing can. Your stone is mine. Kill to the bone.
So we got him here. He even
You
is
lost
off
the
point.
graveyard.
So we can let him bleed. And now I try to push mid.
You've captured the quarry.
Maybe I even get the... I even got the decap, interesting. Didn't expect that. I try to focus on the guard, because I think he's quite, out of cooldowns.
Protected.
I think we are in really good position here now, because we have a snowball going, and that's what we needed to come back. I feel like, how many people are coming here?
Nothing can save you. Kill to the bone.
Try to CC chain this untamed.
You've taken the graveyard.
So our support guard is... the enemy support guard is now here, which is not what we want, but maybe we can snowball it hard enough that the support doesn't matter. So here I only have one stump deck, so I have to make it count.
Your stone is mine. I am mighty. Nothing can save you. Your stone is mine.
So that's a really bad decision from the enemy
You
Nico.
lost the
He leaves
waterfall.
his support here. Yeah, the support now makes the right decision to leave, because you don't ever want the support to fight a 101, because he gets no value out of this. And now I try to hold the 1v2 here as long as I can.
Bring this one down.
lost the waterfall.
It's actually crazy. They don't trust each other to win the one-on-one, which is,
Nothing can save you.
I guess, reasonable.
Your soul is mine. Chill to the bone.
So now I got the decap, and I think now he's dead.
Protected. Thrashing.
Good rotation from the thief. Get this interrupt, please. Oh my god. Why did the thief come here? And then not even interrupt the healing signet. The rest signet. That's actually crazy. That's actually insane.
Nothing can save
You lost the waterfall.
Protected.
You've taken the graveyard.
It's actually insane. I think if we lose the match now, it's actually because of the thief. Because thief is the best class to interrupt signets. That's why I think it was so a weird decision. Because he can steal, which even if the guardian has stability, will interrupt. Because it first steals his ability and then it interrupts. So it's such a weird decision, to be honest, to say, okay, we got the kill and now we leave it
Nothing can save you.
to be rest.
Your soul is mine.
But we still won. It was a good match. I think I played it rather well. I think there was, of course, some
Your
misplays,
team is
but in general,
victorious.
I played it quite good. You see, even if I'm the only damage dealer in my team here, like I was, and the enemies should always focus on me, it might be the right decision to do that. Because if you don't die all the time, you get value, because all of them are focused on you. So you draw the attention to you and away from enemy players, which is sometimes what you want. Because if you feel like you are good enough, let's say you can endure, then it's a really good choice to do that. I think not all the time it's the right choice, because if you die 10 times in a match, it's the wrong decision, definitely. Yeah, so I think we will try one more. I think we will go for maybe a Mesmer game. Mesmer. If you have too many characters, it's not that easy, you know. By the way, if you have any questions or suggestions what I should play, let me know in the chat. I still try to cook some stuff here. And if you want to see some build guides, some guides in general about Guild Wars 2, be sure to check out my YouTube channel. It's in the description or in the about section. Yes, I always like to continue to push out videos, and I hope some people are interested here in the chat. So let's finish off the spear overall. What I think the spears are really cool. Most of them have a really good design. Like it's not only the animations that look really fleshed out, but it's also about the kits. They are really well designed. So for example, the Mesmer spear has some really nice combos potential in there. So you do your 2, which then improves your skills, the 3, 4, 5 if you use it afterwards. and then you can use the 5 again to reset your 2, which is really fun. So there's a lot of synergy and possibilities there. I think it's really fun. I feel like it's sometimes hard for some spears to work. For example, I think the Revenant spear is slightly, not slightly, is heavily undertuned. It needs some kind of help in the damage department for sure, or at least in the sustain is also not there. I think some spears really need a little bit of help, but I think most of the kits are really fun to use. That's the most important thing. So if they tune some numbers and maybe rework 1 or 2 skills, I think it would be really good. And I think they should also nerf the warrior spear. It's way too strong. But in general, the kits are really fun. So I think if they all are tuned to A or B tier, I think that's where they should be in PvP. It's really fun. And yeah, very nice so far.
Combat ready.
So if we take a look at the new relics, this one is really good for warrior, of course. Yeah, I really enjoy this. It's a bunker relic, of course, but it's fun to use and it's a good idea. I think it might be overtuned a little bit for some bunker specs, but if it would be undertuned, no one would use it. So yeah. And this relic, I think, is really a good design, but I think maybe even if it's used on a class, because not a lot of classes have lifesteal, it might be really weak, because 15% doesn't seem that crazy. Maybe I missed something, but I think it's not crazy right now. So before we continue, let's check the classes here. I mean, this is again a match where I probably should not play warrior, because we have only one good damage dealer. Yeah, I feel like that's again, sorry, a Neko game. I don't want to waste my time in a total stomp if we just bunker this match and die to the enemies because we don't have any damage. I think that's not fun to watch and it's not fun to play either. So yeah, so let's do one more relic. Relic of Sorrow is a fun design, so you get a bubble and it destroys projectiles and heals and reduces damage, but in general I think it could be used on a support, but there are so much better options, so I think it's not reliable to do that. I think it's too big for that. Yeah. So let's go in the match. Let's see how
The match starts soon.
it turns out. We have a lot of damage, but okay, let's do our best here. And
Your soul is mine.
I have to kite a lot. This map has interesting aspects, because I think the side points have really good kiting potential and the midpoint not so much. So I actually don't want to be mid right now, but I feel like we have too many side noders already, so we should not go and go in a team fight with side noders. So if I stay here, it's a no port spot, so no one can port on me. Warrior is a good one, so we have to be careful about this.
Nothing can save you.
I tried to peel for my teammate, but yeah, of course it did not work at all. Our whole team is dead, so that's where I start kiting. Question is where.
You've lost Lion. You've lost the field.
Nothing can save you.
Okay, that's the position where you don't want to be.
Chill to the bone.
It's actually insane. Why I'm against 4 people. I had to go on
You've
point here.
lost Dragon.
That was unlucky. How can we lose the whole map? And I'm against 4 people. I'm a little bit confused here. But I mean, what should you expect? I mean, Renegade is not even close to meta, so...
Nothing can save you. Suffer.
So now we should let him bleed here.
I nearly died. Thanks.
Because then it... I mean, he overcommitted hard.
Stone is mine.
But I guess our teammate says, okay, we don't want to.
You've lost
Okay, the
Lion.
enemy team just decided to not.
The Colosseum
Fantastic,
artifacts are accruing power. You've captured Dragon.
Your stone is mine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm missing words right now because we actually get a kill here. I'm completely confused because we get another kill. I don't even know what's going on here. So the enemy team will get for sure the mid, but I'm not sure what we are doing because we win now while we are outnumbered, and before we lost
Nothing can save
where we're not outnumbered. So I don't even know what's going on here. We're 110 points behind. We get another kill. We should let him bleed again.
Your stone is mine.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Nothing can save you.
Target identified.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
It should be a matchup I can take. Because Herald was meta in, let's say, 8 years ago or something. So, yes, it's a little bit outdated.
Your stone is mine.
You've lost the field.
Yeah, I could have played that better, but it's so hard as a necromancer when you don't have any mobility skills left, or you don't have any to start with. Versus 2 really mobile classes. So we are still 100 points behind. I think that's a really tough one to win.
Your stone is mine.
So my decision here is now to try to outnumber this guy, so that Okay, he gets it. That's unlucky now. Okay, our guard is AFK. Yeah, I mean, then I guess it's lost.
The artifacts have reached maximum power. You've lost Lion. You've captured Dragon. Blue team has obtained an artifact.
So I feel like we should go 3 points here, just because otherwise we will for sure lose. I think the warrior maybe can stall them, so that I can try to get the decap here. Okay, did not work out.
Nothing can save you. Your soul is mine. Nothing can save you.
Yeah, I mean, I did not play that good at all, but it was not. It does not matter because I think at this point it's lost. Sad. Could have won that if we. I mean, it's really hard with the 3 classes that are dealing almost no damage. So. Yeah. I mean, the enemy Harbinger and Willbender is just free casting them. It's the sad part.
Nothing can save you. Your soul is mine. Suffer.
You see, I even win the 1-on-1 really hard.
Your soul is mine. Nothing can save you.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah, but at this point it doesn't matter. We won't be able to get
You've
the
lost Dragon.
total decaps and recover here. I mean, I tried my best, but it doesn't. I misplayed quite hard, and the teams were. My teammates were also not helping a lot. Yeah. So let's continue watching, looking at the relics here. So the Blightbringer one is not working at all in PvP. I think it's just condition application, no defense, no really strong conditions either. So it's AoE, yes, but it's not working at all. I think the Claw relic is really good for some builds. If you have enough Fury uptime, you can get even more damage from this, like Warrior. If you get enough Fury, you could use this, but for now Midnight King relic seems better. It's a good option to have. And it's another one, I think, of the Storm Singer. This one actually seems promising for classes like Daredevil or some Untamed or ranged Soul Beast builds where you jump around a lot. So you deal a little bit of damage every time. It seems fun. I'm not sure if it's really meta, but it's really fun. Yeah, I think that's the most important ones. I think I missed one, but it's not a really good one, I think. Yeah, still. I think that's it for now. Please check out my YouTube channel if you want to see some builds or some guides about Guild Wars or other gaming related stuff. And thanks a lot for joining today. I hope to see you next time. See you.